Hello everybody. Quick disclaimer before the video is that I'm going to use a swear word over and over and over again, so this is not safe for work. You might want to watch it muted. Our book today is The No Asshole Rule: Building a Civilized Workplace and Surviving One That Isn't by Bob Sutton. What is an asshole? First and most important part. Now you might call him a jerk, a weasel, a creep. But you know what an asshole is. You meet somebody and you walk away from them and you go, wow, what an asshole. Now some organizations have put into effect a no asshole rule. You can work here and we'll tolerate just about anything, but what we won't tolerate is assholes. Now what makes an asshole? Well, Bob says there's two tests. Number one, after talking to the alleged asshole, does the target feel oppressed, humiliated, de-energized, or belittled? In particular, does the target feel worse about themselves? First test. Second test, does the alleged asshole target people who are less powerful than them? The actions that assholes take in your organization have a cost, and that adds up. They actually, in this book, will help you calculate your TCA, or total cost of assholes. And they cost a lot. They cause a lot of damage. The book dives into this notion of the no asshole rule and these organizations that have this tremendous amount of success of, we don't hire assholes, and if you work here and you're an asshole, you're gone. But what I appreciate about this book is that it also talks about, what do you do? What about if the asshole is your best performer? Now, what about if the asshole brings in money? Is it okay to have a team of really, really unhappy people who hate their jobs because we've got a top performer? And sure, he's an asshole, but he really gets things done. And the answer essentially is no. Your team of unhappy people and one high performer will be a higher performing team if you get rid of the asshole. Like, how does this fit into our world in safety? So how does this apply? Number one, look in the mirror. Check yourself. Are you being an asshole? Are you an asshole? I don't think so. I believe in you. But are you being an asshole? When you go up to a frontline worker and try to talk to them, are you communicating? Are you being demeaning? Are you being sarcastic, but really just being an asshole? They're not going to listen to you. They're not going to believe you. They're not going to be on board with safety. Now, probably it's easy to not be an asshole to frontline workers. Easier. Are you being an asshole to a maintenance manager, to a ops manager? Who are the assholes that you're dealing with? This book, I cannot teach you in the 2 to 4 minutes that this video is. I can't teach you how to handle assholes because honestly, I'm also still learning. But there's a lot of techniques in here about how to handle assholes. You can kind of sum it up into two ways. You either ignore it and maybe you don't talk to that person, you interact with them less. In safety, you find a way to go around, right? The workaround. Or the other method to deal with an asshole, you deal with it. You confront it, you tell them you're being an asshole, you talk to them, and sometimes, where we do this in safety really effectively, is to shame them or embarrass them. Oh, I guess you don't mind if somebody's foot gets run over. At the end of the day, and I say this all the time, at the end of the day, we are dealing with humans at work. So we have to understand humans. And we inevitably will run into assholes. And those assholes might be the best performers, and you have no control over whether that asshole gets fired or not. What you do have control over, and the lessons that you learn in this book will help you, is you have control over, are you an asshole safety guy, safety gal? Are you being an asshole? And you have a little bit control over how you work, how you approach the assholes that you interact with. So again, we're talking Bob Sutton, here it is, The No Asshole Rule, Building a Civilized Workplace and Surviving One That Isn't. My message to you, don't be an asshole.